Afternoon, guys. Yeah, one man is dead after a shooting at this Van Nuys apartment complex. Coming up, we speak to a man who heard it all go down. We'll tell you about that, have that story for you coming up in just a few minutes.
Two suspects are under arrest in connection with the death of a man whose body was left in a dumpster in Van Nuys. Welcome back. Police believe alcohol played a part in the shooting.
KTLA's Christina Pascucci live now in Van Nuys with more on the suspects. Christina?
Good afternoon, guys. Yeah, details continue to pour in on this apartment shooting. Let's take a look over here. This is where it happened at this apartment complex on Friar in Van Nuys. This is what police are saying. 43-year-old Tito Diaz and 25-year-old Will Jimenez. They were in the victim's second-story apartment here drinking heavily. Diaz and Jimenez, they say they were passing around a gun when two shots went off accidentally. One ended up shooting the victim in the head. Now, police say this story doesn't quite add up. They say that the men tried to dispose of the body in a dumpster, so everything's seeming a little bit fishy to them. This investigation continues. Diaz is being charged with murder. Jimenez being charged as an accessory to the crime for helping to dispose of a body. Now, we are speaking right now with someone who is the neighbor of the victim, and he heard this whole thing go down last night. Joining me now, Richard Cortez. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. How are you?
You heard everything last night.
Yes, ma'am. From the gunshot to all the stumbling going down the stairs. Right after the gunshot, there was this boom, boom, boom going down the staircase, right? And it like hitting my wall and the wall over there, because you can hear it so good, right? Okay, when the gunshot went off, I'm watching a shoot 'em up on TV. Anyway, just me playing around to myself. I heard the gunshot and I go, oh, you got me. Anyway, I didn't know it was the next door neighbor.
You didn't know how serious it was. You saw a lot of blood. Tell me what the victim is like. You know him quite well because you live right across the hallway from him.
Yeah, well, he's a youngster, like maybe 20, 21 some years old, and they were very nice. We talked, spoke each other, said, they couldn't speak too much English. So we said, hola, como está in the morning, but things like that. But I didn't associate with them or anything. But they seemed very nice.
A lot of people living in there, too. Now, you said police have been there before?
Yeah, they've been there before on misdemeanor little things like certain people they didn't want in their apartment, etc. And that all ended in, quiet and peacefully. This is very unusual because these youngsters seem pretty tight with each other, And then, like, when I heard the gunshot, pow, I just played, oh, you got me. But then I heard all the boom, boom, boom going down the staircase. I didn't know it was this youngster that got shot, bleeding to death, or bleeding, right. Going down the staircase. Then I heard dun, 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 dun behind that.
Well, we want to thank you so much for your time. I know that the investigation also kept you up till about 4:30 in the morning, so.
At least 4:30.
We're going to let you get some sleep. That is Richard Cortez Suggs joining us. Please continue to investigate, try to figure out what exactly happened. Details very sketchy at this time, and of course, we'll continue to bring you the latest. Reporting in Van Nuys, Christina Pascucci, KTLA 5 News. I'll throw it back to you guys.
He was killed and then his body tossed into a dumpster. Now police believe foul play with a gun may have led to the fatal shooting.
It happened last night inside an apartment in Van Nuys. As KTLA's Christina Pascucci reports, police now have two suspects in custody.
I kind of think that one day I might get shot.
A Van Nuys apartment shooting last night has left a neighborhood in fear. We're protecting this little boy's identity because he says he's scared for his life and sees violence like this far too often.
Maybe I think he would come back and maybe do something to us.
The shooting last night and subsequent police investigation kept neighbors up till 4 a.m.
And I heard, pow!
Richard Cortez Suggs lives right across the hallway and says he heard it all.
Then I heard boom, 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 going down the stairs.
Police say a lot of drinking led up to a man in his 20s getting shot in the head in his own Van Nuys apartment. 43-year-old Tito Diaz and 25-year-old William Jimenez claim they were just tossing the gun back and forth when it went off by mistake. Police are not buying that story, especially since they say the two men tried to hide the body in this dumpster.
I seen all the blood all over the place on the walls, coming out the door, going down the staircase, and officers had their lights, and they just followed the trail The blood trail?
Police found Diaz and Jimenez hiding underneath a car near the dumpster. Both men are now in custody and facing various charges connected to the alleged murder. It was a tumultuous night here in Van Nuys. Police going up and down this hallway till at least 4:30 in the morning. They have since removed all the blood stains. Most of the police tape is gone, things seemingly returning to normal, though police say they have a long way to go in their investigation. Reporting in Van Nuys, Christina Pascucci, KTLA 5 News.